It is a beautiful night here in South Florida, and we are at the Concours Club with Mercedes Classic Center, and we are going to be taking out some of the most special and significant Mercedes of all time. I'm most excited to get to drive the SLR Sterling Moss. No roof, on a track, a nice cool evening. The weather could not be any better, and I get to remember what it was like in my own SLR, the Paris Hilton car that I sold with some cryptocurrency to Bulgaria. But this car, super special, only 75 in the world, probably worth $3 million. But even cooler than that is we get to go out in the 1955 300 SLR. Sterling Moss called this the greatest sports racing car of all time. He set the record winning the Mille Miglia in the 722 car. I mean, just a spectacular piece of history, arguably worth even more than the Uhlenhaut Coupe, which sold a couple of years ago for $142 million, currently the most valuable car on Earth, and certainly more valuable than the car that was just sold out of the Indy Museum collection by R.M. Sotheby's for a 51. That was the Streamliner 196. So a wonderful thing. They throw around numbers like $200 million. So that feels crazy, but hey, I'm gonna get to ride in that. We're gonna take out the Sterling Moss. What a night.
Hey, do you fit?
No, I do not. Does it look at all as though I fit in this vehicle? Nice to meet you. I just step in?
You have long legs.
Yep. Oh. Ah.
And when you come with your feet here,
Oh.
the car goes out.
Oh, I got you.
So I take this one this way and we save.
Oh, are the dead man knees getting in the way there, Ed?
They are. It is not built
no.
for this. Snug as a bug. That's great. I'm not picky. I do like it. I do like it. All right, some sunglasses would be nice, but sunset has turned into nighttime without any lights on this track at the Concours Club in Miami. I just got out of a 1955 Mercedes 300 SLR, just like the race car that Sir Sterling Moss won the Mille Miglia in. And now I am in the car that it has inspired. The Mercedes McLaren SLR Sterling Moss. Only 75 of them made, more than $1 million when new, more than $3 million today. Just as cool as the SLR, but with no roof and no windshield. It is incredible. Now this car inspired many other open top cars like this, like the SP1 and SP2 from Ferrari, others from Aston, and holy cow, goggles would have been a good idea. Wow. Ultimately, it drives very much like an SLR, the same supercharged 5.5 liter, 640 horsepower V8, built by AMG, and hugely impressive. The steering, just as good. The brakes, probably a little bit better. All SLRs have very different braking experiences. And so mine was actually the best braking SLR that I had ever driven, and I sold several back at the dealership. So I really, really love the cars. I do miss mine. I tried to do a deal for a 722 recently and it didn't work out, but I gotta say, they are such special cars. This is a proper useless automobile, and I like useless, but holy cow, having no roof is a wildly different experience. But being able to hear that 300 SLR screaming in front of me, it doesn't get any cooler than this. I love driving this car. It is grossly overpowered for this track. It is very tight, but what a beautiful evening. What an amazing array of cars. Thank you to Mercedes Classic Center, and thank you for everyone who inspired this to become a reality, especially Sir Sterling Moss. Now, Sir Sterling Moss's average for the Mille Miglia was 98 miles per hour, exactly my average from New York to LA in the 2004 CL55 back in 2013. And so I'm not saying it's remotely as impressive as what he did, and I did not do it in a car that's nearly as cool as what he did. But it is amazing how great that car is to just get in. He just left in the same gear, revs it to the moon, and is, I mean, look, they have this car, it's worth whatever, 30 million, 50 million, 200 million dollars, and they are just romping it around this track all night. How cool is that? You'll have noticed that I'm out here with Tyler Hoover of Movie's Garage and Tim Burton's V150. We're going to be hosting different events around MODA this weekend, but I don't know that anything could top this in coolness. I mean, who gets to do this sort of thing? People with goggles, generally speaking. Oh my goodness. What a night here in Miami, and I just had an incredible Sterling Moss experience. To experience the 300 SLR, maybe a $200 million car, it just gives you that feeling of what it must have been like to sneak through the mountains on the Mille Miglia so many years ago. And the car is still so composed, so balanced, it brakes so well, it accelerates so powerfully. You can tell why he said it was the greatest sports racing car ever made. And you can see why it inspired such an incredible car in the SLR Sterling Moss. Now, I'm not sure I would enjoy having the open version in terms of its usefulness much more than my coupe, but it did make me desperately miss the Paris Hilton SLR. I don't know that I'll be able to get it back, but there may need to be another SLR in my future. But this is such a great testament to what Mercedes...
Oh my god, 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 oh my god!
It's hard to argue with that level of enthusiasm. This is what Tyler Hoover's dreams are made of. And I gotta say, as a Mercedes guy myself, I cannot disagree. This is such a testament to what Mercedes is as a brand and what they're doing as a brand, not only in their new cars, but to continue to celebrate an amazing past, racing history, road car history, and everything that they've done. So I'm so thankful to Classic Center for letting us do this and for all that they're doing to just bring cars like this out there and let us beat on them on a racetrack all night long. How does it get any better than this? That was an amazing night of the track. Now we're about to head back to Atlanta, but I want to make sure that you guys know about today's video sponsor, the Lemon Squad. No matter where your car is at, they can send somebody, usually within 24 or 48 hours, to check the car out in person, send you a bunch of pictures, do a full inspection of the car, and it is so cheap and so worth it. No matter what you're buying, if you're not getting it from somebody like the Mercedes Classic Center, there probably are going to be an awful lot of unknowns, and the Lemon Squad can help you sift through all that, know exactly what you're buying, and make you the shrewdest negotiator possible.